Alright, salutations everyone. This is yours truly, Feniqkuzsu umu. And as you can see here, we were just knocked out. And unfortunately, I'm not able to get the footage for the first initial encounter. If you aren't familiar with this encounter, we are currently in Deep Nest. Now I know that I've uploaded randomly some random boss fights and playthrough segments of the game Hollow Knight, but truth be told, I'm in love with this game. You know what? I'm not gonna spoil where I'm at. You'll just have to see and continue watching these playthroughs to see where I'm at. But for those that are familiar with where I'm going, I am going with arguably the creepiest boss fight within this game. The first time that you enter this boss arena, there's like another version of you, another little vessel that just kind of randomly appears, and you try to chase it after him, and he just appears. All the gates close behind you, and as you can see, he doesn't even respect you enough to go and get your shade. He just attacks you from the get-go, and just look at that atmosphere in the background. All the hanging bodies and stuff like that, the infection. I am, of course, referring to the creature that I am facing currently, which is Nosk. From my understanding, he's supposed to be like a shapeshifter. I don't recall what time this is me facing Nosk. I want to say it didn't take me too long to beat this guy. I will say also having this charm with the shield is definitely like a cheat with some of the bosses. And from some research that I've done and watching like videos and stuff like that, from the point that I finally got to Nosk, I was actually pretty, I guess, overpowered. I'm not gonna lie. I actually didn't know how to get to this boss fight initially, so I actually went to find a video on it. And so yeah, here I am. What I will say about Nosk is that the atmosphere is really cool. Um, the boss fight itself is pretty simple. You can honestly just kind of hide out, as you can see, just me going from one edge to another, just kind of hide out. The shield obviously protects from the infection projectiles, and you just kind of keep going on this pattern, just staying away from him, just healing when necessary, hiding, attacking, and then just moving on to the other side. At least this is the strategy that worked for me. It might be difficult if you actually try to face him head on, but again, I didn't try it. But everything about this boss fight is just very memorable. It's just very creepy, very atmospheric. The theme for him, it just feels like everything that in Deepness, like the aesthetic of this place is really sick, to be honest. From everything from like the spiders just kind of like crawling in the background, and a lot of the spider enemies, and there we go. We finally have defeated Nosk right here. And then there's the other vessel mask. I don't remember. I think I tried to like hit it all the way out. I tried dream nailing it to see if it does anything. See, look at all the poor vessels. Another one of the spiders, kind of like Hera. I think Hera. There's another egg here too. All it is here is a piece of pale ore, which is a item that you need to upgrade your nail. But yeah, no, I really enjoyed this boss fight for as quick as it was. And then here I am healing. Deepness is one of those places that's just kind of forever etched into my brain. The first time I went to it, I actually didn't go through the way where you're technically supposed to go, which is defeating the Mantis Lords. I actually went, I want to say it's through the fungal waste. There's like another entrance. It's like this giant hole, and I just ended up falling all the way down here. Luckily, I already had the Lumafly by the time that I got down here, but this place is just creepy. Actually, if you dream nail some of the bugs down here, it kind of implies that they were following. And if I remember correctly, I think the Hunter's Journal says that it's a shape-shifting creature, and that usually it like shapeshifts into like friends and people that you know, which I mean leaves a lot of other questions to be asked too. Like it's like, how would it know like who's close to you, and how would it know like exactly who to, mimic and stuff like that. Everything about Nosk is such like a mystery. It's so crazy, and I enjoyed it. It's one of the more enjoyable boss fights for sure, just off of atmosphere and aesthetic alone. But yeah, That was my fight with Nosk. I hope y'all enjoy it, and I hope y'all continue to watch my Hollow Knight journey.